Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. Breaking tonight, serious punching and counterpunching taking place right now in what has become a full-fledged trade war between the U.S. and China. Within the past hour, President Trump has announced another major tariff increase on more than $500 billion of Chinese imports. He tweets, starting on October 1st, the $250 billion of goods and products from China, currently being taxed at 25%, will be taxed at 30%. Additionally, the remaining $300 billion of goods and products from China that was being taxed from September 1st at 10% now will be taxed at 15%, ending with, "Thank you for your attention to this matter." This comes after this morning word that Beijing hit the U.S. with $75 billion worth of new tariffs. The president responded by urging American firms to leave the world's most populous country. That earlier message sent the markets reeling. The Dow plummeting today 623 points. The S&P 500 lost 76. The Nasdaq plunged 240. For the week, the Dow lost 1 percentage point. The S&P 500 dropped almost 1.5. The Nasdaq lost a little less than 2. Today's events put an exclamation point on comments from the head of the Federal Reserve, who is rapidly becoming one of the president's favorite villains, that the trade situation is complicating his ability to deal with one of President Trump's favorite topics, interest rates. Correspondent Rich Edson starts us off tonight, a busy day on the North Lawn of the White House. Good evening, Rich.
Good evening, Brett. And the president promised a response, and here it is. Another escalation in this trade fight between the United States and China. Officials say the president met with his trade advisors today. The result is this announcement and fears from global investors that the trade relationship between the two countries only gets worse from here. If you saw President Trump's Twitter feed today, you know the president has had enough with China. In a series of tweets, he stated, quote, "We don't need China and, frankly, would be far better off without them." China this morning announced tariffs on $75 billion of American products, setting off an initial market drop and the president of the United States. Trump says American companies, quote, "are hereby ordered to immediately start looking for an alternative to China." And Trump tweeted an order that, quote, "all carriers, including FedEx, Amazon, UPS, and the Post Office, to search for and refuse all deliveries of fentanyl from China or anywhere else." UPS and FedEx responded, saying they work with authorities and follow laws and regulations to intercept illegal shipments. White House trade advisor Peter Navarro defended the administration's stance.
We know that China steals massively from us. We know they're killing Americans with fentanyl. We know they manipulate their currency. So when Americans understand that, and then when China tries to bully us, that only strengthens our resolve.
Administration officials have described China as the United States' most significant global challenge and adversary. Despite that, the president asked, quote, "Who is our bigger enemy, Jay Powell or Chairman Xi?" Jay Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve President Trump selected. The president claims Powell and the Fed are constraining economic growth, refusing to lower interest rates further and faster.
My admonition to the Fed is don't play checkers in a chess world. Central banking around the world is a chess match.
Speaking before a major Fed conference in Wyoming, Powell threw it back on the president, saying uncertainty around trade is playing a role in the global economic slowdown. Quote, "While monetary policy is a powerful tool that works to support consumer spending, business investment, and public confidence, it cannot provide a settled rule book for international trade." Even as the markets tanked, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average spending the day hundreds of points in the negative, the president kept tweeting. At one point, he even joked, quote, "The Dow is down 573 points, perhaps on the news that Representative Seth Moulton, whoever that may be, has dropped out of the 2020 presidential race." Now, the White House had said trade negotiations are scheduled to resume next month with China. As to the president ordering American companies to disengage from China, the White House has offered no clarity on what authority a president of the United States has to compel an American business to move their operations out of another country. Brett?
Rich Edson, live at the North Lawn. Rich, thank you.